So in terms of what organisations and others can perhaps learn from the Travelex story, and let me break it down into two. So Travelex is going through a wholesale digital transformation. We are radically trying to become, a digital business. And some of the learnings that I take away from that and can share are around as follows. Number one is around hiring talent. So the terms and conditions, the reward, the employee value proposition, the learning culture, they are the millennial ingredients of what we have had to confront. So how do we hire the best developers, the best UI, the best UX, the best product managers from Twitter, from Facebook, from Google? And that's been a real HR leadership challenge when you're working with legacy processes, policies and ways of working. Together then with the cultural dynamics of here we have a legacy business on one side, and on the other we have a progressive, digital, agile business, and trying to bring the two together whilst respecting and recognising that they are two different business models to some extent is an HR director challenge. And there is no silver bullet, there is no easy answer. And the way we've tried to tackle that is by making sure that there is a level of awareness, there is a level of communication, and there is a level of agreement around the deliverables from both sides of the two different elements of the business. So, in our desire and ambition to become the digital business that we're seeking, it's a real and has been a real HR and business challenge, and it's a journey that I relish to some extent. But it is challenging the norms, it's challenging the thinking and the ways of working in how HR needs to be set up and fit for purpose for the future. In terms of the digital transformation of HR, so we're 3 years into that journey, and I think it's fair to say, and I've said this on the record previously, it's been bloody hard work, really challenging. And I think amongst this world of technology and getting carried away with mobile first, sexy apps, sexy look and feel, it's easy sometimes to lose sight of the operational basics, and that's a learning that I've taken with me and continue to some extent have the scars of, about making sure that there's the right balance between the day-to-day delivery of operational HR together with the more progressive nature of the transformation. As it relates to the implementation of the change and those conditions for success, I think they come in different forms. The first is leadership. So as with any transformation where you're trying to put a new global platform in 30 countries, taking 2,000 processes down to 180, which we achieved, it requires you to hold your nerve. It requires you to stay focused. It requires you to galvanise your team, incentivise your team, and create the conditions for success, and we did that, and I think we did that well, albeit it was really painful. The next element was a change in the operating model for the business as a result of the digitisation of HR, and by that I mean we were requiring the business to become self-service, so line managers now to access business processes as they relate to HR, data, ways of working via technology. So gone are the days where you expect HR to do the admin or HR to, police process. Instead, we're expecting self-service to play its role, albeit we put it onto mobile for line managers. And as you would expect through any change, there is resistance to that, both in terms of education, awareness, and ways of working. And I don't think we've quite nailed that yet, and I think we're still in that process of awareness, trying to help line managers understand the benefits of technology, and I think that will always be an ongoing kind of continuous improvement, reinforcement type process, but that's been really challenging as well. One of the other things that I think is interesting has been the energy you can create with your HR team by being progressive. So thinking and feeling that you're making a difference, trying to implement best-in-class technology, trying to bring HR into the digital age, and trying to see HR as a leader in this digital economy, not a follower, I think is pretty exciting. And I'm really proud that my team got the industry awards that it did over the last couple of years as a result of our ambition and what we've achieved. But I'm always reminded that let's never lose sight of the core basics of HR and our responsibilities in doing what we need to do.